What up, guys? Blessings, and love to everybody. Yeah, man. Coco Rico, Coco Rico. Again, blessings and love to everybody. You guys can see me sideways, right? Landscape. Yeah. Is it sideways? All right. I guess I'll just leave it regular. All right, y'all can see me like this then. Joe G, hey man, I appreciate that, and everybody else who's saying what's up, I appreciate it. Well, thank you. So, thank you so much, Sabrina. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm very aware I'm not Alex. So, hey Aaron, I appreciate that, man. Wendy, I appreciate that. So, I have a lot to talk about, and I'm probably not going to say everything. Um, and I missed every single one of you guys too. Miss Graham, I missed you too. I think Dead, yeah, Dead Press Redemption, I miss you too. Yeah, everybody. I miss every single one of you guys, and I do apologize that I have not been on like at all for like weeks, maybe months on end. John Davis, brother, God bless, man. God bless. I know the lighting right now sucks really, really bad, and I apologize for that. Alex got you. Nah, man. Just uh, just a partner. That's it. What's going on, Nat? You're the new one. All right, so let's get right down to it. So, like I was saying, I do apologize that I have been gone for like probably like months on end, almost, if not a bunch of weeks. Um, Aside from the usual technical difficulties that I always go through with the laptop, which, by the way, this is why I'm on the phone. Aside from that, I don't know if some of you guys remember um, a few months back, I was mentioning I was working on a documentary, right, involving the predator catchers, right? Everyone from Alex to Ghost to uh, just anyone you can think of, basically, right? And aside from working on that documentary and also trying to work on the second channel, right? Uh, I came across a very delicate situation, and it's part of like the main reason why I kind of like got really frustrated and really in a depressive state that I'm still in. Like I'm still somewhat in a depressive state at the moment. Because it's like a lot of things happen back to back, right? And so one of those things that happened was, um, so I don't know if some of you guys remember, a few months ago, like I cleared my laptop, right? And I put most, if not everything, from the laptop to external hard drives, right? So I did that to make room on my laptop so the laptop could be like a little faster, just clear of clutter and all that stuff, right? And everything was fine, everything was working, just no problems, no hiccups, no nothing. I was using the external hard drive like nothing, right? And mind you, on that external hard drive, I had everything that was going on that I was working on for the documentary, okay? And everything that I was working on for the second channel and other stuff, personal projects that I was working on for like my father, my brother, my cousins. So I had a lot of files, a lot of stuff that I was working on that external hard drive. So a few months ago, um, out of nowhere, I connect, the external hard drive to like my laptop, and it just said something about I forget the word, yo. There's a phrase or word that right now I can't think of it right now. But basically, the whole external hard drive got like completely wiped out. So everything that I was working on, yeah, files corrupted. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. Files corrupted. And so that external hard drive where I had all my stuff on, music that I was working on, personal projects I was working on, the documentary I was working on, um, just basically think of like your like personal like life's work on an external hard drive, and then come to find out you plug it in to like use it or whatever and keep working on your stuff to find out everything got wiped out. Everything. I'm talking about everything. And yeah. Ryan, if afterwards you could comment on this live stream to see how I do that, I'll appreciate it, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it to y'all this way. Stuff that I was like really working hard on and like gathering information, doing investigative work. Like I said, working on music, right? Like some of the beats I was working on, video footage that I had shot to use for the documentary, gone. Streams that I had pre-recorded for this channel and for the other one, gone. Just everything just got wiped out, and that's not the only thing that happened, but that was like the last straw, like for me. Like I was already going through it, and then that happened, and it just really like, for lack of a better word, it just really messed me up really bad. Um, And so, I just kind of like wanted time to myself. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to stream. I didn't want to like record anything. And, only did it make me cry a little. It made me cry a lot. I felt like a little boy, man. It was bad. It was really, really bad. Yeah. No cases were deleted because I don't I don't work with Alex in that aspect. So nothing to do with any catches was deleted. That stuff, he handles that stuff. But when it came to like my personal work that I was working on, um, it just got wiped out. Um, I hope so, man. I see a few of you saying that it could be like some of that stuff can be saved. So hopefully after the stream is over, some of you guys can like help me out with that. Send some suggestions or recommendations. Um, you know, yeah, it was on an external hard drive because I had. Oh, by the way, what's up, Constantine? So I had moved everything from like the laptop, right, and even the backup because the MacBook Pro has that additional like feature for like the backup or whatever. So I moved everything even from there, everything to an external hard drive. So like my laptop was like completely cleaned out as far as like files go, as far as like project goes. The only thing on my laptop per se was like just like the apps, the browsers, stuff like that. But everything else that had to do with like software projects, like video editing stuff and all that, I moved it over to like an external hard drive. And like some of you guys reached out to me, whether it be like supporters from the channel or to me, and everybody was there was like a good handful of people that were trying to reach out to me, and I apologize if I was very short answered or like very cold or distant. I do apologize, but when stuff like that happens, like I really really like needed time to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I really needed to just kind of like take my mind off everything, and so I just I just shut down. I shut down completely, and Again, for those of you who did reach out, um, I thank you. I really, truly, genuinely do thank you from the bottom of my heart. Um, yeah, it's a Deadpool cap. It's just I don't know why. I forget why, but I folded this upward. I think it's because I was trying to do like a 1980s like Fresh Prince of Bel Air look to it, but I just never fixed it, so it just stayed that way. Yeah, cray. No, it was like I said. I'm up until even right now that I'm on here. I'm still like depressed, but I'm trying to like just shake it off and just like move forward. And if that means I have to do streams on the phone from this point forward, like it is what it is. The only reason why I usually do streams on my laptop is to share the screen. You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing reaction videos, when I'm doing reviewing like the catches, that's kind of like almost the only reason why I use my laptop when I stream on this channel. But if moving forward just for like a season, like for a small season of the time here, I have to do it on the phone, then so be it, like it is what it is. I rather I rather try to do something on here than to keep like not because I do miss you guys. Like people that get it twisted sometimes. Like yeah, I don't like the attention. Like I really don't. But there's people within the community that I really appreciate and really have like a lot of love for. So I do miss interacting with you guys. Those of you know who you are. So I miss it. I miss talking to you guys. I miss sharing content. I miss giving whatever my views and opinions on the catches and all that. I really do miss it a lot. But sometimes when stuff like as depressing as that happens, I just kind of like need to talk to myself. Uh, Appreciate that, Stephanie. Um, RAID array, where you connect a few hard drives and they back up data. So if one fails, there are others that save it. Yeah, that's true. Hard drive prices are pretty low nowadays. Yeah, I should have to. Yo, what up, Chris? For those of you sharing suggestions and recommendations, yeah, I appreciate it. But like I said, the suggestions and recommendations you guys are giving, if you can please like comment like after the stream, like after I end the stream, if y'all could like rewrite um, on the comment section of the stream, I'll appreciate it, man. Do you have an email or Discord or anything I can help you diagnose if needed? I can. I have to check if I have like. I doubt it. I don't know if I have my personal email on this channel. Um, but yo, FM, what's up, man? God bless, man. God bless. Thanks for being here, bro. Um, but yeah, I'll leave one of my emails on here, like as a comment. That way, for those of you who were wanting to help me recover those files if possible, then leave it like in the comment section or something. I don't know who you are. Brad and L snap. Brad is in that house. God bless, homie. Thanks for being here, man. Let's make a time machine. See, that's the thing though. I had the time machine thing, but like I said earlier, like even stuff that I deactivated the time machine. Like after I passed everything from the laptop to the external hard drive, like I had like wiped out my laptop altogether. So even the time machine stuff like was like wiped out because I wanted the laptop to be completely like new slate basically, and the only thing that I wanted on it was like the software and like the browsers, and that's it because it was slowing up on me. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Okay. My bad, hamster. Oh my goodness. You are not sure. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, bro. Video. But yeah, that's something that's been going on. That's actually the main thing that really like took my motivation out the window, and I just kind of like shut down out of everything. The other thing is, I really need to ask you guys. For those of you who are believers, those of you who are brothers in Christ and all that, brothers of the faith or sisters of the faith, if y'all could please, I know some of you are already praying for my father, um, but if y'all could double up on those prayers for my father, I would really appreciate it. Because that's another thing that has been going on. We recently had a family meeting here, at the apartment or whatever, and he, how do I say this, yo? He's trying to prepare us like for possibilities within like the future, within like not the near future, but he's trying to prepare us like mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. If y'all know what I'm trying to say. Uh, Jen, what's going on, Jen? Got Jen in the house, y'all. But I think I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. He's trying to prep like the immediate family, of things to come and all that. And so that was a very difficult conversation to have because although I don't say anything, I've kind of been preparing like myself for the last few years. And you know, pretty much, yeah, exactly. Prepare the as best as we can, right? No one is really truly 1,000% prepared, right? Lemon true. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't hold back tears. I mean, maybe when I'm streaming, yeah, like do hold back because no one's trying to see, what I'm saying, a brother cry on stream. That's just weird. But like in my lonesome, I do let my emotions out. I don't believe in like holding in your emotions and all that stuff because it's not healthy. Like it'll build up and it'll be worse afterwards. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, so he's holding up extremely well. For the most part, he's he can still do a lot of stuff for himself. He still fends for himself. Matter of fact, he fends for himself sometimes better than what we can do for him, right? Um, but yeah, terrible conversations to have indeed, man. That's crazy though, right? Dead Pred Redemption, and that's something that really because I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Um, I had like a serious. I'm talking about like it was bad, like a panic attack, and it was at the time like my ex was like driving and I was in the passenger seat, and we were having like a normal conversation, and then like my mind went to this whole situation, right? And I was crying inconsolably for like I don't know, like almost an hour. It was just like nonstop, just crying about the situation, just thinking about it, right? Because the thing is, you know, when you have and is the idea, because the thing is, like you want to be the best version of yourself, and sometimes the best version of yourself, I can't speak for everybody because not everybody has the same experience with their parents, with their father, or, the brothers, whatever. But from my experience, like my father is the like if I could have my father's brain and like have his intelligence and capabilities and just all his like great traits, I'd be extremely like way better, like well off. Um, all right, Jen. Thank you, Melinda. I appreciate that. Uh, thanks, Deadpool Redemption. I appreciate it, man. Um, but yeah, man, like I say that, and I really do mean it. I think the OG supporters and viewers of this channel, like know what I'm talking about. I even made a video about it, um, about a year or two ago, or maybe more than that, where I recorded him like building this little cart to like take out the trash or whatever. He's an extremely bright human being, very intelligent. I'm nowhere near as intelligent as he is. Um, and it's hard, man. It's hard to like the person that you most look up to here on Earth. You know what I'm saying? And having to like have that conversation. But yeah, um, let's see. They mostly feel that way. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, I don't know for how much longer, but like I'm trying to like do my best to like make sure like the days count, you know? No, Bryden. I'm not the original JDQ. I'm the only JDQ. I'm the only JDQ. Let's make sure we get that straight. Don't get it twisted, man. Yeah, I didn't get a strike, but they said what? So much for jam. Thank you, Babu. I appreciate that, man. Oh snap! We got Red Hood. We got Kenosha. My bad, man. My bad. I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't want to interrupt what you were doing, bro. You good, man. You good. You good. You good. Oh man, Rob, man, we got a lot of OG supporters and streamers on here, man. Nah, I don't have the cornrows. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you finish, but it is my fault, and you know what? I'm always owning up to it, man. Like that's something that I never mind. I always own up to my mistakes and always take responsibility for anything that I do wrong. So in the future, you should have the hard drive backed up so you have two copies always. Yeah, I do agree with that. What are my future plans? My back. Well, Red. I don't know how to say this, man. Like every time I use the laptop to stream, it's like a 50-50. No, sadly, I'm not Jewish. um, but yeah, like every time I try to stream on the computer, it's like a 50-50 chance. And if it goes through with like no problems, it's like a miracle. So what I'm gonna have to do is from this point forward, just kind of like, stream off of my phone, I guess. And I don't know. I don't know what the actual plans are as far as like my streams and my content on this channel go. But I'll as always I'll try to like do my best to give you guys as best as I can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, file corruption is scary. Listen, man. Listen. You don't understand. I mean, I know you understand because you just said that, so I know you have a good idea. But the day that I was like, like about to like use the hard drive and like work on my stuff, it's so like sad because I got on like I opened the laptop, right, and I'm like, oh man, like we about to get some work done. I was hyped, like I was literally like hyped. I was like motivated. I was like, all right, I was already thinking that, like, all right, I'm gonna work on this, I'm gonna work on that, blah blah blah. And I like open the laptop, all happy, all like motivated, and then like, boom, I'm like setting up the laptop, opening the softwares or whatever, and then I plug in the hard drive, and it took like a while to like even load. Right, that's the first thing that I noticed. It took a while to like even load and like pop up, and then I see that damn message, yo. And I apologize if that word, but I saw that message. It was like, corrupt file or whatever. And I'm like, at first I was like, oh, that's odd, that's weird or whatever. And I'm like, all right, like maybe it's just like it's having like issues or like whatever, like the way I put it in or something. That's what she said. So whatever. I closed out the hard drive. I took it out, and I plugged it back in. Oh, like corrupt file, and I was like, nah, this can't be happening, yo. Like, nah, there's no way. There's no way. So, so I took it out again, and I was like, nah. So I plug it in the third time. You know how they say like third time's a charm or whatever, right? I put it in, and it said the same thing, man. I'm like, yo, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. I stared at the screen for I don't know how long, hoping somehow that by looking at the screen, that message would like change or whatever, and like the files would like appear and like the folders and all that. And I waited and I waited and I waited and I clicked on the actual like the drive, and I was like, and I still couldn't believe it. I was still at that point. I was still like hopeful and optimistic that somehow I was gonna have access to the drive or whatever. Pull it out and so that I can pass. You may just need to plug it in and check this. Yeah, man. Not even the. It's, I don't even. I don't even know. I don't even know if to blame the laptop. I don't know if to blame like the hard drive itself. I don't. I don't know what happened, but I was just done. That was it. Like I closed the laptop. I turned it off. I unplugged it. I put it in my backpack. I didn't want to even see my laptop, so it was in my backpack for I don't know how long. And I was just like, I crawled into bed. I was like, I need to sleep this off, and hopefully, like tomorrow, like it'll like let me access it or whatever. And I tried a few times afterwards, like open the drive, and like nothing. And that's when I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do anything, like, because if I can't access what I was working on, like, what am I gonna work on? You know what I mean? Like, it was bad. It was bad, 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 and I just didn't want to talk to anybody, yo. Like, it was bad. Um, not for the reset, yeah. Um, here's what, here's what, yo, this guy, you're funny, yo. But yeah, as far as two different computer, I did try. I plugged it into my cousin's computer, and I felt bad. I was like, yo, what if this corrupts like his computer or whatever, right? Because so mine's like a 2012, 2013 MacBook Pro, right? His is like a PC. He built that PC, completely from scratch, right? And so I told him in advance. I was like, hey man, like like just so you know, like I'm gonna try to open the this drive like on your computer, but just so you know, said yeah, but you're like, all right, but try to make it quicker. So I take the hard drive. I was trying to plug it in. My just thinking about it and talking about it just like makes me like upset, man. But I hear you. Hey, I appreciate that, Kello. Thank you. Oh, to PC, I don't think. Appreciate that. Relieve socialism. Decent scan. There was some nasty. I didn't even have time to do that, bro. Like it didn't let me do anything. it was like one of those things where it's like you can't open the drive, and I don't have because I also took like the antivirus software that I had on the computer like off like months ago, so I didn't have anything to scan it with. Um, that's not a bad idea actually. Linux, huh? Thanks, RJ. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I bet you missed me in the wheelchair, huh? Oh man. Y'all remember that one time that I got shot? My basketball career was over. Oh, by the way, one thing that I am, because the thing is, like, okay, so luckily, like a very, very, very small amount of stuff that I was working on, I had saved it on my cousin's computer, but it mostly has to do with the second channel that I have up, the Vision Eye View channel. So some of that stuff I'm hoping I could work on and like post soon. That will cover that. I don't even know, bro. I've seen. What up, Anna? What's up? I've heard some of the stuff that's been going on. I didn't want to talk to anybody, or just I honestly I didn't want to look at anything. And sure, I kept in touch with some people because I can't be completely shutting everyone out. But yeah, I know, right? Yo, system file check for Microsoft. No, no, no. Hey, real quick. Greg Abbott said he's saying, "Damn, JDQ, PNN, basic so your way." No, no, don't get it twisted. I love PNN. I support PNN. If anything, I'm grateful that PNN exists, and I've said it before many times, yo. Like, and technically, sometimes it still is because it's still do like striving to be. I hope not. I hope they haven't left, man, because they're doing a great job. They're doing a phenomenal job, and they have my support 1,000%. So, oh, they're taking a break. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, it's much needed, I guess, because they've been working nonstop on these episodes and these podcast episodes and keeping everybody up to date. They do a great job. That's all I'm gonna say. They have my full support. So it's trying to go back to normal. And people. Yeah, man. Gamer Gianni, what's going on, man? Gears and oh, okay, okay. I mean, oh, they did. See, I don't understand people, bro. Like, I don't get it. Like, what do people get out of like doxing somebody else, yo? Like, I don't understand that. I don't get it. Like, I get some people are just like messed up in their head and just do it just out of pure fun and whatever, pure sport. But still, even then, it's like it's dumb. Manic rule. Oh, okay. Uh, it's good to see you, Diana. It's really, really good to see you. Um, I'm sorry that you're going through something similar that I was going through. So I'm pretty sure you didn't erase gigabytes of data and files off your external hard drive. Yeah, where are you now? Begging council making You know what we need though, and bad. We had a few people. It would be great to see that are trying to create for real. Get out of here. Anna was defending her homeland on the front lines with AK. Get out of here, yo. That's crazy. That's good though. Awake, awake nowadays. Hey, amen, and God bless you and your family too, man. That's crazy. Hey, prayer. Shout out to Anna and prayers for Anna and what she's doing. Cray says, "Don't try to fix it. Pay the Geek Squad." We'll see because sometimes I wonder, like, I, when this stuff God or something. So I don't know. Like I'll definitely keep that in mind though. Prayers, prayers for her for sure. Um, that I want to talk about with the um talking about what talking about in personal opinion. Great job. It's weird. Nacho, afuera, cerca del zafacón, hay un montón de sapitos pequeños. Los que estaban ahí la otra vez. Bien, los bebecitos, que son así. Sí, 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 sí. Y cuando llegué al zafacón, Nacho, los estaba viendo y estaban brincando, Nacho, bien alto. ¿Está el zafacón lleno? No, no. Pero yo tuve que como que correr. Ajá. Sí, sí, como la otra vez nos pasó a nosotros. Y cuando estaba de regreso, estaba como que así, como que para asegurarme que no habían brincado encima. All right. So let me know if y'all can hear me. Because if I don't know, I have a feeling that YouTube or Google is not even gonna like let me talk about this right here. But if they don't, I'll keep trying a different different platform. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so real quick, just out of curiosity, okay, what the topic I'm gonna touch briefly for a few minutes before I end the stream, because I'm gonna end the stream when it gets to like an hour, okay? But I'm just curious, you know. Again, what I'm gonna ask you guys about, or what I'm gonna talk about right now, is not to beat down on the people. It's not to talk down on the people. It's not to express any type of hate towards the people that I'm gonna bring up. It's just I'm curious to see part of the community or like viewership's personal opinion about the topic. Jenny T, big bear hug from me to you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So this is the question, okay? I already said what I said. This is not hate speech. This is not, anything against the people I'm gonna talk about right now. This is just asking for personal opinion from the community, okay? Just the feedback. For those of you who are here right now, what do y'all think about what's celebrated this month? The whole Pride thing. What do y'all think about the Pride Month thing? Jules, Jules, same to you. And good job on what you're doing with the other channel. I appreciate those words. I really do. Thank you. So, what is everyone's thoughts about Pride Month? OG Ghost says it's a disgrace to humanity. More than same here. Lemon Trickle says Pride is mainly commercialized. Okay. OG Ghost says it's promoting sexual degeneracy and sexual perversion. That's what I'm saying though. Hey, Mikey Mike, I like that. Can we get a month for Jesus? Supported by that, that would be the nice girls. Be gay, be trying to just don't mess with kids. Pride comes before the fall. OG Ghost, correct. Pride is one of the deadly sins. Straight ride. So I'm gonna let y'all talk it out and share your opinions on that real quick, and then I'll give my opinion on it. And basic, yeah, pretty much. Dana West says, I kind of just feel like there is no reason to make it a month. Just do what you do. Yeah. Well, they're not going to have the kids, but don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hold up. I like that. I like Constantine's look on that. What the heck? Why can't I pin that? It's weird. Man, that is weird. I can't pin your comment, bro. But yeah, I agree with that though. Good morning, all. Okay, well, all right. So y'all are giving really good responses, really good comments. Yeah, with the embryo falls to female. Yeah, I've heard about that, Cray. I've heard about that. That's Pride. So y'all are giving really great answers and really good opinions and responses and comments. So a few things. I'm gonna give my opinion, my personal opinion, and my feedback on it. All right, and it actually has to do with some of what you guys already said. Let's get first things first out the way. All right, I personally have love everyone around me. Right, I don't care what you are, I don't care what you believe in, I don't care what your opinion is. I always do my best to show everyone love and respect. That's me personally, right? However, however, as someone of the faith, okay, as someone who is very, very active in my belief, in my faith, the Bible, right? For those of us who believe that it is the Word of God, it does talk about, pride being one of those sins that God does not tolerate, right? I mean, He don't tolerate any sin, but it's one of those things where, like someone said earlier, pride comes before the fall, right? And pride has been one of those things that has really driven mankind way away from God, like extremely away from God, right? So then, that being said, the whole point of them even using that word as the main thing of the celebration of their month is already like it's not right, right? It's not, if we're talking about it in the spiritual sense or the biblical sense, right? It's not right. Number two, like someone else mentioned earlier, if Pride has a month, right, for that community, why not have a month dedicated to Jesus, a month dedicated to the Holy Spirit, a month dedicated to God, a month dedicated to the Bible, you know, and so on and so forth. Like, people got to understand that as the years go by and as time goes by, mankind continues to want to do whatever they want. And the more and more they keep doing that, the further away they're walking away from God, right? So it goes hand in hand. The more mankind wants to like just live life the way they want to, the further away from God and the further away from a relationship with God people go, right? So again, I love everyone. I have an uncle, right? I have an uncle who is in that community. Love that man to death. If I had to take a bullet for that man, I would, right? I don't I don't believe in what he believes in. I don't support what he does. I don't support the lifestyle that he lives. I really don't, and he knows that. I've told him that from time to time. And the same thing with my family. We love my uncle, and we respect whatever he wants to do is his life, right? Let him do what he does. But we don't support him like that. We don't support his beliefs. We don't support his ideals. We don't support the type of lifestyle that he chooses to live. And that's possible, yo. Like, it's the same thing with God. God loves the sinner, but hates the sin that abides in him, right? So it's pretty. I mean, it's easy to understand once you know what true love is, right? Love is not tolerance, right? Love goes above and beyond, right? Because a lot of people say, "Oh, why don't you tolerate me?" or "Why don't you tolerate my beliefs?" No, I respect what you believe in or what you want to do because that's your life. I'm not in your shoes. I'm not in in your mind or your head, or I can't decide for you. So I respect that you're in control of your life. But I just don't expect me to applaud you. You know what I mean? Don't expect me to be like, oh, like, yeah, I'm happy for you. I can't say that, and I will never say that because I am not happy about that. But I respect it. Um, Thank you, Randall. I appreciate that. So, That's, yeah, Dana West. That's correct. Yeah, Marcus Witt. Hey, power to you, man. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot more to say, but I just wanted to keep it relatively short. I didn't want to go too in depth about it. But just so you know, the just so that it's very, very clear, all right? This channel does not support Pride Month at all. This channel does not support that community, okay? We love people that are in that community, you know what I'm saying? Because they're people, they're human beings just like you and me, right? And we gotta love and respect our fellow man, right? And again, like I would gladly, because I have friends that are part of that community that I hold dear and near to me. That if I had to take a bullet for them, I would, right? Because I love them as a person, I love them as a friend, I love them as family, right? But again, I do not support the community, right? That community. This channel does not support that community, right? There's one, two, yeah. Don't change. Yeah. Marcus Witt, thank you. I appreciate that. And see, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? I respect you as an individual. I respect you as a person. I love you as a person. It's like, um, yeah. Which one? Oh, yep. But yeah, loving an individual does not mean that you necessarily have to applaud what they do or the lifestyle that they live. That's what I'm trying to get at. So if you're part of that community, hey, I love you in God's love, right? I respect you in God's respect. Um, you know, more than welcome to be here, more than welcome to interact with the community because y'all are just like everybody else, right? Individuals, human beings, so on and so forth. But again, for the last time, before I go, this channel does not support um, that community or their way of living. I do not support that community or the way of living. But as for each individual, I love you, I care about you. If your kids, let's say, totally support her. So if that were the case, Sarah, you know, with all due respect, God forbid that from happening. But if that were to happen, like let's say I have a kid that for whatever reason, you know, grows up and they have this attraction, right, towards the same sex or something, right? I mean, I rebuke it from right now. I rebuke it from happening right now. But worst case scenario, that does happen. I would love them the same. However, however, you best believe I would continuously be looking to let them know and bring conscious to them all the time, all the way through till they leave my house. You know, I will do my best to, you know, let them know that hey, that behavior is not natural. That behavior stems from a lot of things, chemical imbalances, you know, just other stuff. Again, I'm not here to go in depth about it, but I will do my best in my part to let them know like, hey, as long as you're under like my roof, you know, that behavior is a no go, right? Yeah, I will pray with them and I will pray about the matter, right? But I will let them know like, hey, that behavior or that lifestyle, it's not allowed in here, right? And and just yeah, just kind of like talk to them about it. Try try my best to steer them in the right direction, or in what I believe to be the right direction, right? And what I believe to be the God's direction, right? Thank you, Honda. I appreciate that, man. And yeah, if they once they leave the house, they're free to do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Once they leave my house, they're free whatever they believe is right or whatever they believe is best for them. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get involved with it. But yeah, hey, they're pushing buttons. Yeah, Juju. Yeah. But yeah, I hope that answered the question. I would love them the same, of course, because they're my child, right? They're my son, my daughter. But I would do my best to steer them into what I believe to be the right direction. But anyways, it's past the hour mark, um, and I am trying to follow somewhat of a schedule on these different platforms and profiles. So, Flick, yeah, what? Who's Flick? Hold on. Yeah, it is. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. I might possibly maybe get onto the Instagram profile. Juju, for real? Come on now. Come on, sister. All right. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. I love every single one of you guys. And for those of you who were here from the beginning up until now, I do appreciate you. Laura, hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. No, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I'm out, y'all. Yeah. The agenda heavily involves children and their well-being or lack thereof well-being. But anyways, I'm not gonna get in depth about it in here, yo. I'm gonna leave that for another conversation. But y'all stay blessed, man. I love y'all, and thanks for checking in on me. You'll get your data back. I hope so. I hope so. All right. Keep talking. I just got here. Tacoma, what's going on, man? God bless. God bless. All right, I'll talk for a few more minutes. So, one thing that I will say, right, for the remaining 5 or 10 minutes or whatever, is what's crazy? I've seen in the past. I don't know about now, but I've seen in the past many times the pride parades that happen, whether it be in New York or wherever they happen, right? I've seen like all these people doing their thing, and somehow, again, in the past, I don't know if it still happens, but in the past, I've seen for myself that there's kids in these parades. What are kids doing in these parades? It's an adult. How do I say it? It's like allowing a child to watch porn, almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make sense to allow a child to attend one of those parades? And the thing is that those parades, when you allow a child and a kid to be in those parades, it does influence their mind. It influences their train of thought. It influences what they feel, what they think of, so on and so forth. So like, why allow that? You know what I mean? Because people want to say, "Oh, it's a genetic thing." Yo, that might be true to a certain extent. That might be true to a certain extent, but also y'all got to think when you allow stuff like that, like God tells us to protect our eyes, our ears, right, and our heart. So when you allow a kid or a child to attend those parades, right, you are attacking their psyche, you're attacking their mind, the way they think, the way they view things, and so on and so forth. You know, it's an unfair advantage at that point. Yeah, man, Tacoma Joe. Yeah, I agree. Ladies who captured a van full of Dr. Children. That's crazy, yo. Pride play. What was it? It's Montana. Montana saying exposing kids to sexual preference is weird. It's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary and it's not ethical. It's not there's so many things that's wrong with it, yo. Like oh yeah. Jason Blue Blah says, hey bro, do you feel like there are demonic manifestations in those gay pride parades? Yeah, most definitely. 1,000%. That's like a demonic feast at that point. Yeah, me was getting awesomeness. Oh God, help me, Lord. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cray Cray. Even Cray Cray is saying kids don't need to be around inappropriate things and being naked. That's what I'm saying though. Yes, Tacoma Joe says it totally is, and it warps their minds and confuses them. Yes, yes. So me, if I were to like be an activist about something, it'd be definitely like against that. Like allowing children and kids into those type of events, yo. Like just keep it. If you're an adult, you're into that. Keep it to you know. Like if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, all right, do what you're gonna do. Just do not bring the kids into it, yo. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Wait, what? Dos peces arriba. Uh huh. Y cuatro abajo. Okay. Por favor. But anyways, this was a really interesting conversation. I think we might have a few more, God willing, later this week. Whether it be on this channel or the second channel, Vision Eye View TV. If you're not subscribed to Vision Eye View TV, go ahead and do so ASAP. Jason Blue Blah says, do you feel like it's dangerous to go into those parades without prayer? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Red Hood says, live tonight. Do it. Do it. Or else you're fake. I'll think about it, bro. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see what's good. So Predator Hunters Indiana says, is a minister who is gay something to fear in your opinion? Not fear them, but fear the confusion they might provoke within the body of Christ. Yeah, definitely. I don't fear no man. I don't fear no demonic force. I don't fear the devil. I don't fear Satan. I don't fear the demonic forces that are waging war every day. But I do fear the confusion that people like that might stir up within the community, for sure. 1,000%. I do, yeah. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to do something for my mom real quick. Again, Gromy's homies. He says, is a gay church something to fear? We have an entire gay church in my city. Again, not fear those people, because people are not, you know what I'm saying? They're not worthy of our fear. But fear the confusion that they will stir up within that community, that city, that town, that state, and the body of Christ. Yeah, definitely you should fear that and fight against it. Give me 1 second.
¿Qué yo le dije?
Espérate, me dijiste 2 arriba y 4 abajo. ¿Tú no has puesto las 4 abajo? It's a gay church that's mocking Christianity, yeah. We have what? Yo, you're funny, yo. Naked bike riding. Doesn't that hurt? Man-made churches, they're all gay. I thought it was. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna try to find. Adiós, cara.
¿Qué fue?
Pensé que tenía 4.
Flash. Ah, míralo aquí.
Oh, that's what it is. It's in the community. All right, so I'm gonna try to find it because it's been a while and stuff like that always gets buried deep down like the internet. But there's a pastor who used to be gay, right? And he found Christ, right? And he remained gay up until he had like a personal experience with God, and was able to like be free from that. And he's, I don't know, I forget how many years he's been, just completely out of the gay community or whatever. And he's up until what I've seen, he's done a great job. He's completely like reformed and all that stuff. But I'm gonna see if I find it. It's a really very interesting story for sure. Yeah, he's been clean for years now. Yeah, there's way more. I think so. Bro. It's been like 4 years since I've seen that video and that interview. But I have to I don't know. I have to like look it up again because it's been like 4 years or more probably. But it's a good interview to bring up, because there's a lot of people who say, oh, there's no escaping that or there's no like turning away from it. Like once you're that's it. No, there's people out there who have turned from that lifestyle, and there's examples of it. That's an interesting comment, Joe the Toe. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Bryden. Yeah, I mean, so to answer Mariah, because Mariah, she brings up a really good point. Mariah Danielle says, why would people choose to be made fun of and mocked and called mentally ill? I don't think it's a choice. Here's the thing. So, again, there has been examples of like it being like a chemical imbalance or all this other stuff, right? Genetic stuff, right? Okay. There are things that are not natural. Put it to you this way. Have you guys ever heard of like kleptomaniacs? Right? These people like have this disorder, a mental disorder, where they take stuff and steal stuff sometimes without even realizing it or knowing it, right? And yeah, impulsive steal. Okay. So just because that person is a kleptomaniac and has that genetic mental disorder of stealing, does it make it right? You know what I mean? So there's things that are not natural, are not right, that you can kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? You can, the word escapes me. you can actively do your best to control that impulse or that thought, right? So just because they have those feelings and they have that attraction towards that man or that woman or whatever, doesn't doesn't necessarily mean like, hey, give into it. All right, all right, you have that attraction. That's fine. You have that attraction. That's something that you have to like fight against. We all have our demons. We all have our battles that we fight on a daily basis, right? Just because I have an impulse or an attraction to do something doesn't mean I have to follow through with it. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with the whole, you know, uh, attraction towards the same sex and etc. But anyway, that's my personal opinion. I'm not saying I'm 1,000% right. I'm not saying anyone's wrong. I'm just saying that's my view on it. That's the take I use for it. But anyways, hold on. Vladimir, yes, correct. Amen. Yeah, we know last week we'll see him figure out his English. Jason Blue Blah. Lo mismo que yo. Oh, of course. Yeah. Mami, eh, ¿cuál es tu opinión o qué tú piensas cuando alguien dice a alguien que es homosexual o lesbiana o algo de parte de esa comunidad que pues como alguien que está en esa comunidad va a sufrir persecución a propósito, porque hay gente que dice que es una decisión, ¿verdad? Nosotros pensamos que es una decisión que ellos toman de entregarse a esos deseos carnales, ¿right? So, alguien preguntó ahorita, ¿cómo alguien, sabiendo que el mundo los va a mirar diferente y los va a rechazar, van a propósito elegir
Será así.
será así? ¿Cuál es tu opinión de eso?
Primero, no podemos quitar de perspectiva que hay personas que fueron dañadas. ¿Eso en español o en inglés?
No, tú puedes hablar en español. La persona quería escuchar en español tu opinión.
Okay. Que fueron dañadas desde pequeños, fueron marcadas. Y eso los llevó a tomar esa decisión y a tomar esa conducta. Hay personas también que les gusta llamar la atención y por ende a veces toman esas conductas para ser punto de atracción, como decir, mira, en ese mundo las personas todo el tiempo la están acusando, la están mirando, están hablando de ella. Pues mira, yo me voy a meter quizás a ese tipo de grupo, porque yo sé que ahí voy a ser mirada, voy a ser observada y van a estar hablando de mí todo el tiempo. O sea que hay de todo un poco, sin quitar que son cosas que no vienen de Dios, que el enemigo mete en sus mentes para corromper más a la humanidad, porque de este modo pues las personas no están cumpliendo la voluntad de Dios, que es el llamado a, como dice la palabra, será hombre y mujer, y con esto pues se unirán y serán una sola carne, serán una familia y tendrán hijos. De esta manera pues aquí si ellos siguen, si ellos continúan de esta manera, aquí se acaba el globo terráqueo, o sea, no va a haber más familias, porque si ellos continúan creciendo, pues, o sea, se va a acabar el género humano, se acaba. So, esa es mi manera de pensar, que en todo esto quien está controlando sus mentes es el enemigo, el que gobierna el ambiente, la esfera en que estamos viviendo.
Ok. Mira, te están diciendo que te ves bonita, que te ves bella.
Ay, gracias, eso me hizo el día, me hizo el día. Gracias.
All right. So basically, the whole I'm gonna like summarize what she said. Basically, what she's saying is that the fact that these people are giving in to their flesh desires, right, is part of a plan that has been preconceived long time ago, right? By those of us who are in the faith know who, right? The devil, Satan, however you want to call him, to pretty much mess with the family situation. Meaning, if I could get these people to think a certain way and to go man with man, woman with women, I can cut down the procreation. I can cut down the longevity of the family, of how it's supposed to be. Because the only natural and only way to procreate is with, a male like sperm and a female's like egg, so on and so forth. And so basically, essentially, what she's saying is those people who are giving into their carnal desires are giving into or playing a role of that plan of the family being taken down and pretty much, pretty much assisting the enemy in bringing down the family. Because without that natural family structure, man with woman, right, to procreate, to have babies, to have children, to have offspring, generation to generation, you're cutting down the longevity of the family. You're cutting down pretty much what the elites of the world are trying to do is population control, right? But anyways, just know that if you support the LGBTQ community, if you support the Gay Pride Month, you're supporting population control. You're supporting the death of the family, the death of the way family was made to be. So if you support, again, just to make sure I'm clear, if you support the LGBTQ community, Gay Pride Month, all that stuff, you're supporting population control, and you're supporting the downfall and death of the natural family structure. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go. This has been wonderful. This has been an amazing conversation. I'm gonna see if we can follow through, hopefully later tonight. But if not, definitely throughout the week we'll talk about it. Since that community wants to take up this month to try to put all that in our faces, right, and push their agenda, then I have no choice but to speak up and talk against it. So, anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go. God bless y'all. I love every single one of you guys. Thanks for being here. It means a lot to me. And a quick shout out to everyone: Constantine, Vladimir, Red Hood, Kal-El, Juju Positive, La La Blue, Lemon Trickle, Joe the Toe, Honda, George, Dana West, Cray Cray, Couch Surfer, let's see who else. Steve Arena, Sarah Reamer, World of Opinions 2, Rod Plum, Victor. I can't go all the way back, but if you were here, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. All right? God bless and peace out. Love y'all.